This is bad.
You've ruined this.
I've only got...
You've ruined Christmas. Preston,
How's it going?
welcome to your holiday song ranking.
I'm glad to be here, man. I'm
Okay.
ready to rank some songs.
Good. So I'm going to pass you one song at a time,
Okay.
artist and song, and you rank them. So you put them wherever you want, 1 being best, 10 being worst.
I got it.
At the end, we'll give you the chance to swap only one song,
Okay.
but it can't be number 1 and it can't be number 10.
All right. I'm ready.
You ready?
Let's
do
go.
it. All right. The first song I'm going to hand you is... Read it out.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas
By
Michael Bublé.
Classic.
That's a good song.
Bublé as well.
Off
Canadian.
the bat, I get this. Ooh.
Are you a Bublé fan?
Yeah, I would say I am, especially when it comes to the Christmas Bublé.
I know.
It's hard to beat. All right, I'm gonna start off strong, and put this at number
Top
number
3 already.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going there.
Second song for you. What is it?
Okay. Happy Xmas, War is Over.
Oh, it's a
John
classic.
and Yoko, the Plastic Ono Band.
Old school.
I've heard this song like maybe once or twice. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not too familiar with
Do
it.
you want me to sing it for you?
Yeah, I would like that.
What is it? War is over.
Wow.
If you want.
That's it. I know that song.
War is. You can tell I was in choir at school.
You sound good. You sound good.
Still got
bro.
it.
Okay. I don't want to upset anyone, but I think I'm gonna go for like. I put this at 7.
7.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
the
gonna do
poor
that.
kids in that choir. They're probably all like 50 now. Next song for you. Another classic.
Eartha Kitt, Santa Baby. That's a good song. I really like this cover. Can the camera see this? Can you pick this up?
Yeah.
I like that. Based off of the cover,
You're going artwork
I'm
alone.
going artwork. You have to consider artwork. I'm gonna give this. I like this song. I'm gonna do number 5.
Number 5.
Yeah. Put it right
Okay,
there.
Eartha. Go off.
Eartha.
Next song.
Ooh, Sinatra. Jingle Bells.
Frank. Classic.
Mr. Sinatra.
There's a lot of classics in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I feel like this would look good right here. Number 4.
I feel like you're cornering yourself here. This
I
is
am?
like, yeah, we've
Yeah.
still got a few to go.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, next song. What is it?
Jose Feliciano. Is that how you say that?
I
Jose
guess.
Feliciano.
Yeah.
Feliz Navidad.
I'm like,
Oh,
sure.
That's hard. I shouldn't have put that there.
I wanna wish you.
Oh, wait,
a
I get a
Merry
swap. Okay,
Christmas.
This based off of this cover art though, I don't know. I would put it at 10. I'm not gonna
You
lie.
went 10.
But the song itself,
The song, it's a banger.
I regret my choices already. I'm gonna go
Number.
No,
I'm not saying that. No, I shouldn't have said that. No, go ahead.
You influenced my
No, go,
decision.
go.
Okay, I'm gonna go number 2, yo.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
that's like when I was younger in elementary school, I would sing that in choir. So
Really?
that one's like burned in my brain.
Okay,
I'll
nice.
give it number 2.
Next one.
Do They Know It's Christmas? I don't even really know the song.
Okay, I'll sing it again.
Yeah.
Feed the world.
Oh, I know
Let
that song.
them know it's Christmas time.
It's a good song. Good meaning behind it. Oh my god.
Definitely not digging the artwork for this one.
Yeah, the artwork's a little.
Mid.
Yeah, it's mid is a good word. Oh,
It didn't even make.
it didn't
even make the cut.
All right, I'm gonna give this one number. I'm gonna put it at number 6. Actually, no, I'm gonna go number 8.
Number 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Next song.
Oh, another Bublé.
Another Bublé.
Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Solid song.
Mm-hmm.
Cover art pretty solid as well. He looks very like mischievous.
He does.
Like I wonder what that gift.
What
is
is that
you know what I
gift?
mean?
Yeah.
It's small gift, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
Hey, size doesn't always matter.
Fair enough. I'll go number 6.
Number 6.
Yeah.
All right. Is it going to be another Bublé? Imagine if it's just old Bublé.
Bublé's up there right now.
Next.
Wham! Last Christmas. Oh, no hesitation.
Oh, wow.
No hesitation, man.
Why that song? Why is that song special
I
to you?
remember the first time I remember hearing this song was like during the holidays, obviously, but it was my dad. My dad put it on, and I remember just hearing that song, and now I can't ever unhear it. So
Yeah.
it's going number 1.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
Big George Michael fan?
I don't know if he's a big George Michael fan. I think he's just a big fan of that
just a
song,
big that
honestly.
song. Next one. Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Yo.
maybe the biggest selling one so far.
Yo, this is bad.
You've ruined this.
I've only got...
You've ruined Christmas.
But I do get a swap. So. Oh, but
Okay.
I can't swap number one.
Can't
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
I have a plan already.
Still feeling good? All right.
Oh, man.
Last but not least,
What?
it's your boy Biebs. What's the song?
Justin Bieber, Mistletoe. Damn. I didn't even...
Shardy with you.
Well, I mean, there's only one place for him to go.
Number 10.
I can't swap number 1 or number 10.
The comments are going to be...
It's over for me. You were right. Before this, you told me, like, don't go in too hot.
Hey.
And I did just that.
I was just trying to help. So, you have a swap, but it can't be number 1 and it can't be number 10.
Well, for the record, I would put this here.
Would you?
I would.
Wait, sorry, Mariah or Justin?
No, Justin.
Justin at number 1.
For sure. Yeah, that was like that was my Christmas song. Like, this was for my dad. This one's for me, you know. So, but I thought of family first. So.
All the nice things you said about your dad's favorite song, you're like, forget it.
Okay, one swap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this right here. So I'm gonna swap number 2. I'm gonna swap Feliz Navidad with Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Mariah's going up.
Yep, Mariah's up there.
Jose's going down.
I'm not mad at it, but I'm also not. I don't love it.
Don't love it.
I don't love it.
I love it. I think it's good.
It's okay. I would say this would go here. I would put this to number 2, and then I would have, I guess, this at number 3. So it would be Bieber, George Michael,
Yeah.
and then Mariah Carey.
So sorry, Justin.
Sorry, Justin. I hope you don't see this.
Merry Christmas to Preston's dad.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
He's the
Dad.
real winner in all of this.
Exactly.
Preston, you and I back again.
Back again.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good to see you. It's been
Yeah,
a
likewise,
crazy
man.
year for you. I mean, the amount of
Yes.
releases and shows that you've done this year is pretty crazy.
It was a lot of fun. I spent a lot of time on the road this year.
Yeah.
Going around Canada mostly, just playing shows, which was amazing. Like, playing shows is still relatively new to me. This was like the first official year where I was like playing consistently and traveling and doing the whole tour thing. So I learned a lot. I learned that I love being on stage. Like, I genuinely have the best time up there. So it's been good.
Yeah, well, you can tell. It looks like you're loving it.
Yeah.
And congratulations on the new song, Dance Alone.
Thank you.
How's it been so far?
It's been great. It's been a interesting one because this is the first song that I kind of teased on social media, TikTok specifically, before releasing it.
Yeah, we've been waiting.
Yeah,
it's been a
yeah.
while. Like, we were like, is he going to release it this year or next year? Like,
I was starting to get like a little scared reading my comment sections. Like, these people are really upset. They're like, where is the song? But yeah, it was cool because I've never had a song kind of be received so well before being released. So it was a new one. Good learning process for me.
Yeah, and this is the last song of the year.
Yeah, this will be the last song of the year.
No Christmas song this year.
No Christmas song this year. I'm going back to last year's Christmas
What a
song.
Grinch. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Winter Wonderland, right?
Yeah.
Why was it that song? I think we've spoken about it before, but how
Yeah.
come that song was the one that you wanted to cover?
So my A&R had sent me a list, like this massive list of Christmas songs, and I just spent like a few days listening to that list, and that song, the song that I chose, just stood out. And I thought, like, I also wanted, the thing with Christmas songs is like, they're already all classic songs, and they've been sung 100 different times by 100 different people. So I wanted to choose something that I could make my own, make unique. So
Yeah.
that's why I chose that one.
Yeah, I feel that's like, you want to get the balance right. Obviously, you want it to be your own,
Yeah,
but you don't want to like go too far away from the original.
exactly. Because
Yeah.
that's what everyone wants to hear. No one wants to hear you doing all these crazy things. They just want to hear the Christmas song. So.
Sleigh bells ring.
All that craziness.
Like, stop
Yeah.
trying too hard.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you nailed it.
Unless you're like Mariah Carey, then you can
Exactly.
do all that crazy stuff.
Yeah,
but
you'll get there.
I'm not her yet. So.
And Believe, the song as well that you
Mhm.
that you released earlier this year as
Yeah,
well. It's so good, such a vibe.
Yeah, thank you. It's funny because I actually haven't talked about this, but that song "Believe" was kind of the start of this new like R&B era. We had like this whole plan and this whole rollout that was supposed to happen shortly after the release of "Believe," and "Dance Alone" was something that I kind of created in the middle of that. And when I wrote the hook to "Dance Alone," that day I just put it up on TikTok, and I didn't really think anything of it. I just liked the way it sounded. I thought other people would enjoy it too. And then the next day I woke up and it had like all these views.
So what,
and
did it take away from the attention of Believe?
Yeah, and it completely, like, my A&R called me and he's
The
like,
label were like, what is he doing?
like,
No.
what happened? It was like, it was a good problem, but
Yeah.
it was just a whole shift of, like, a whole change in pace, because we had that, like I said, that whole R&B tape ready to go. We had filmed everything. Everything was done. The dates were set, and then I went and teased Dance Alone and changed everything.
Just causing headaches for everyone.
That's what I do best.
It's a good problem to have, though.
Yeah,
Like you said,
exactly.
you know, like there's plenty of creators and songwriters on, like, you know, on social media constantly, you know, almost putting out too many songs, and like you need to let them breathe, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
Is that something that you learned, you know, coming into, you know, working with a label in the last year or so?
Yeah,
as well?
working with the labels definitely taught me patience for sure.
It's obviously not working.
Yeah, yeah, I know. sometimes I go against the grain, but it's one of those things where you kind of have to try all the avenues to figure out what works. Like, some artists go a while without dropping anything, and then, like The Weeknd, for example, like he'll drop this insane, amazing, well thought out, well planned album, and then he'll tour that album but not release anything for like a year or sometimes more. But as like an up and coming artist and an artist that a lot of people are still discovering, I think it's smart to be releasing a lot, because you want people to find you and discover you, and the only way to do that at first is to just be in people's faces as much as possible.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to tell us what they are, but are there any other songs that you're holding on to that the label have been like, okay, don't post this one?
There hasn't been like any specific songs, but there has been songs in the past that the label has said, like, let's hold off on this for now, but it's not something that I had teased or wanted to tease. They're just like, let's just hold this and wait.
You've obviously done a lot of traveling with the touring that you've done this year. Where was the favorite place you went to this year?
My favorite place that I went to this year, Vancouver.
Yeah?
I really enjoy Vancouver. I think the weather is just sick there. It's like, I like rain.
Yeah.
I like the gloomy vibes, and it's like always raining there.
Yeah.
It doesn't really get too cold. It's just, it's nice. And the mountains, seeing the mountain, like when I was first walking through the city, you're like in a store, you come out of the store and you see mountains. Like, that was crazy. It was the first year I've ever seen like mountains in real life.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
Did you go up?
No, I didn't.
No. You're just like, look, they're nice to look at, but like, I'll just stay down here.
Yeah. It's tough too when you're touring, because you're in a city sometimes for like less than 12 hours. Like, you get to the city in the afternoon, play the show, and that night you leave, right? So it's tough to kind of see all the sights, but just being there is cool.
Don't they actually say that like altitude training is good for performing on stage? Was that like Beyonce did that or something? Or someone? I don't know if I'm making that up.
There's like a whole bunch of like breathing techniques, and like having good cardio is important. Like, my vocal coach would get me to like run on the spot and sing my songs.
No way.
To like kind of build that stamina. So, because when you're on stage, right, you got to think like you're jumping and spinning and dancing.
Yeah, you're not just stood in the same spot the whole time.
And it takes a lot.
I mean, you've got to be really good if you are just going to stand in the same spot the whole time.
You have to have like an insane voice, which is I don't necessarily have. I just like to perform.
I think you have.
Yeah, thank you.
You have.
Thank you.
For Keeps, another amazing song that we've loved playing this year.
Yeah.
Do you still get a really good reaction to that when you perform that live?
I do, yeah. That's actually one of my favorite songs to perform live. It's just a feel-good song. There's really nothing else to it other than just good energy, good vibes. So it's always fun to play that one live. Yeah.
And what about this year as a featured artist and some of the collaborations that you've done this year? Yeah,
so this year I think this was the first like official feature, I guess I could say, I did this year. I was lucky enough to be on Icky and Karan Aujla's project. Yeah. I featured on Admirin You, which was really cool. That whole experience was just so much fun, because Icky is a really close friend of mine, so to be able to create with like a friend is just the coolest thing. And then meeting Karan and being a part of that project and being a part of that culture was so cool.
So were you a part of that project from the get-go, or were they looking for someone after? Like, they were like, we need this. We need this guy.
Admirin You, Icky had actually sent me the initial demo to Admirin You like a year before I had actually went into the studio and like did it for real. He had just sent it to me one day while he was working with Karan, and he just asked me to write over it. So I did, and that sat for like ever, while they were getting everything else ready, while they were figuring out if they were going to do an album or if it was just going to be a single or whatnot. And then once they had kind of figured out that they wanted to put out an album, they asked me to come back in and finish the song.
And you must have this like new, almost like separate fan base now. Like there must have been like so many Punjabi fans that have discovered your music now through this. Yeah,
it was really cool to see all the reactions. I spent some time just like going through reaction videos on YouTube, like reacting to Admirin You, and it was cool to see how well it was received. There's obviously always going to be some people who aren't a fan of it, but for the majority it was all very positive. And those fans, the thing I noticed about Punjabi fans is they're so like, they get so attached to the artist. They're not just attached to like the music or the song, they're invested in that person. So I saw like everything, just like my Instagram was like all Punjabi fans just commenting hearts, and it was really cool to see. Yeah,
that's so cool that they've kind of like they've taken you in.
It feels good.
You also got to do a little fun project with Loud Luxury as well this year.
That was interesting. That was really fun. Those guys are super cool. It was funny because when I first met them, it instantly reminded me of my friends from where I'm from, from Timmins, like just small town, like Ontario boys. It was cool, and they're obviously super talented. So to get to work with them on that was fun. It was something that I had never really thought of doing, like making a song for OLG is not something I thought about prior to that opportunity.
The winner,
the winner Ganya, that tagline, but. It was cool to hear my voice on something like that. That was another one where my parents were like, "This is cool." You know?
Way.
Like they don't get excited over everything, but there's certain things that I do that they're like, "Whoa, like this is cool." Because my dad is obsessed with buying lottery tickets.
I thought you were gonna be like, my parents are obsessed with Loud Luxury.
I'm sure they're fans, but they're big into. My dad specifically, he loves lottery tickets. So when I told him about that, he was like, "Whoa!"
He's like, "Can you get me some free tickets?" That's amazing. So what have you got planned for next year, and when is the album coming?
Next year, I definitely want to be on the road again as much as possible, and the album, I don't know. I have so much music, just kind of sitting. I have like a lot of music, probably too much music.
Yeah, you always hear like, especially for a debut album, you know, when artists release that first project, they're like, I had like some say like I had like 100 songs.
Easily.
How do you get it down to like, is it 12, 13,
That's
14?
the tough part. I think number one for me, I want to be in the right like headspace for an album. I don't think I'm there yet. I think I'm still very early in my career. I'm still growing and learning as an artist, like literally every day. I'm like figuring out what I like, what I don't like. So I think existing in this kind of space that I'm in now for a little longer would be the best, just kind of experimenting and seeing what feels right and what works and what doesn't before going into like a full-length concept thought out album. That's ideal for me, but you never know. Like, it could happen sooner, it could happen later, but I'm always writing, I'm always creating, so whenever it feels right, that's when the album comes out.
We're here, we're waiting. You better come back next time.
Of course.
Next time.
Let's do it.
Let's see your what's the last song you added on your phone?
Can someone pass me my phone? I'll check. I actually just added, thank you. Alright, let's see. I've been listening to a lot of music recently. I like went on this big no music thing for a while. Just like I was just tired of hearing music.
Really?
But I've been listening to a lot recently.
I don't know if I could do that.
That's
a big commitment. How long did you do that for?
Bro, like probably most of the summer I was just like not listening to music, just podcasts, straight podcasts.
Really?
Yeah. The most recent liked song on my Spotify is called Terry by Action Bronson.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I've been listening to a lot of Action Bronson recently, just in the gym. Working out to Action Bronson.
Getting that cardio.
It's fire. Best workout songs, bro. I'll tell you. Action Bronson.
What's your favorite song of this year?
Favorite song of this year?
It's not by Preston Pablo. Or featuring Preston Pablo.
Holly Humberstone just put out an album recently, and there's a song on that album called Girl.
Nice.
And I would say it's in my top 3. Majid Jordan as well. Their new project, Slip, off that project, really good.
Yeah? I'll check that out right after this.
Yeah, man.
Well, Preston, thanks so much for coming by
again. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
We love the new song, Dance Alone. Go stream it now.
Let's go.
You better be back here when that album comes.
I'll be back.
All right.